Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, which is on episode 45, the 2020 version, or the reboot version of Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai, or Dragon Quest Dai no Daai Boken, which is on episode 45. Sorry for giving me on that. Anyways, this episode right here was actually really nice and great and pretty simple, but this is going to be a very tough time for Dai and his friends, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to it that Crocodile along with Pop and Chewie are looking for Dai, but unfortunately they can't really find anywhere as Pop makes a scream to swear that he will find Dai. Although Chewie does ask for a monster to help him out find a freaking find something that might represent Dai, and eventually it found something and asked Chewie for food. But unfortunately, Chewie does not have food and he hasn't caught it yet, which is really ridiculous because he did say, I will catch you some food if you help me out with something, But unfortunately, sad thing is, after that, Chewie gets paralyzed for a bit, which is kind of hilarious in a certain way. But that aside, we have to it that Pop swore that he will find him, and because of his voice screaming out loud, Dai uses the last of his draconic aura and sends it out into the sky, and that gives signal for Pop and Crocodile to find where Dai is at. But Zalbera wants to take matters into his own hands as he's really mad and upset of what Dark Friend does not focus on Zalbera no more, that kind of thing. I can understand where he's coming from, but unfortunately, we have to it that that one of Hadler's subordinates says Zalbera just literally went off to go do his own thing and go after Dai. Hadler, upset about this, tells him, "Bring Zalbera back." You hear me? Even if you have to use force to do so. Zalbera ends up attacking Crocodile and Pop, but Crocodile ends up handling his army like no tomorrow. I mean, there's a reason why he's called the Beast King for a reason, that kind of thing. And as for Pop, he managed to find Dai, and Chewie ends up swimming across the freaking icy glaciers whatsoever, and breaks open the barrier that was in between Pop and him and Dai. Eventually, we have to it that they managed to escape, but unfortunately, Zalbera shows up right in front of them and ends up using a spell that's trying to annihilate the iceberg and Pop and Dai that's on there, and uses the conversion spell called hexatation or something, which apparently Zalbera ends up absorbing the spells from his subordinates or his monsters that's working under him, and he managed to make it stronger. But unfortunately for Him, the Orichalcum warrior shows up in front of Zalbera's attack and says, "I am Lord Hadler's loyal soldier, the pawn, him." And he easily dispatches Zalbera himself, and we have to that he ends up defeating and knocking out Zalbera with his fist alone. And we get to see that that he is Orichalcum, As Zalbera tries to attack him with another spell, it doesn't work on him, even at point blank range. Even he says, "Dude, I am Orichalcum, made of Orichalcum to serve Lord Hadler. If this is all you got, that's pretty disappointing because no spells will be able to damage me at all." And we have to it that Dai, Pop, and Crocodile can only look on in shock to see his monstrous power. Not to mention, he said he's a pawn, and he therefore tells asks Chewie, the one who's holding Dai's sword, says, "Is that your weapon by any chance?" He says, "Oh no, it's his actually." And he says, "Well, if you ever use that against me, it'll put up a pretty good decent fight. That aside, we'll see each other eventually. So you guys may want to have to get stronger and don't disappoint us. You hear me?" And we have to it that that he ends up flying away with Zalbera, etc. We had to it that Pop, Crocodile, and Dai, along with Chewie, returns to the location where where Papanica Kingdom or something, or how you pronounce that kingdom? How you pronounce the freaking name or something? Where Leona and where Leona and Mam and the others are at, you know, etc. And we have to it that Hadler is summoned by Dark King Lord Vern to show his bodyguards. And we get to see to it of the pawn, him. And then we get to see a knight called Sigma. Then the bishop Fenbrin. Then the rook called Block. And then the queen Albinas. And of course, Hadler is the king, you know, and gets ready to go into action. But King Vern tells, therefore, Dark King Vern therefore gives Hadler the title. You are to reclaim the title Dark King Hadler. So wait until they come here and then we'll be ready, you know, that kind of thing. And then the episode ends off there. Preview next episode is I'm not going to say it because I feel like it's just going to give a lot away. But that aside, it looks like to me, preview next episode shows that these guys need to get very much ready. Because what they're about to face on eventually is Orichalcum Warriors. And Orichalcum, man, if you got to give you the reminder and to give the biggest reference to the Dragon Quest games, these things are considered to be the most powerful and strongest metals in the games. And when it comes to Orichalcum in the games, they are made, however you use it, you could upgrade them to make them very powerful weapons, you know? Make that example of like a liquid metal, a metal king slime sword or something, you know? Edric's gauntlets or Lotos gauntlets, etc, etc, etc. You guys get the cue. If you've been playing Dragon Quest when it comes to the games from like the moment it had like it had Orichalcum, like for example in Dragon Quest 3, then Dragon Quest 8, and then the recent Dragon Quest, you will understand that these metals are very hard to find and they're very powerful and given to humanity. So yeah, they're gonna have a lot on their hands right now, and they have to find a way to get stronger in order to break these Orichalcum soldiers down, because what they just saw was just a simple pawn, you know? And that is the weakest chess piece on the game when you play chess. And when it comes to the other pieces, you can only imagine what they are also capable of. So we'll have to see where that goes out from here on out. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alphazito. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.